It's a revolution.
All right, we all ready? Everybody ready? Everybody ready? Everybody ready?
I is ready.
I is ready. What's
we is
going
the
on?
drink.
Yep. I am drink.
We is the drink. That is
We is the drink.
my custom deck name this time.
We is the drink.
Mhm.
Was that who did you send that to?
I just posted that in the
Discord
forum. Yeah, no, when we were in when we were in Baltimore. Was it Baltimore?
Yeah.
And we were drunk.
We were drunk.
Yeah. And it was 2:30 in the morning.
We were so drunk, y'all followed me back, and I had no idea where I was going.
Yeah. And then
That's the last time
Sheep wanted to fight me for whatever reason. I'm like, I'm not gonna fight you.
Sure.
So he grabs my hand and punches his own face with my hand. I was like, well,
that's what he wants.
Well, I can't wait for this time around because Fig's like, I'll make Bloody Marys. And I was like, oh, you dirty person.
No, he said Bloody Marias, which means there is lime juice and tequila involved.
Yeah, it's fine. Wait, is that in addition to the vodka or in do you
I'm
add
not that smart.
You add the vodka or is it tequila instead of vodka?
I just Googled Bloody Maria because I'm like, did he mean Bloody Mary? What's a Bloody Maria? And it turns
Come on, Drazcore. Come on.
I'm not about the tomato juice, so I don't make that many tomato juice drinks.
Well, I just kind of figured you know this.
Yeah.
So that's kind of just one of those things where like you're like a sommelier, right?
Sommelier.
Yeah. So you just know stuff.
Booze sommelier.
I'm reading.
I guess
I'm reading
sommelier
now.
is a booze thing.
Yeah, it looks like it takes out the vodka and adds tequila.
I mean, I'm on board with that.
Oh, god damn. Horseradish?
Vodka's just boring.
Tabasco and Tapatio? And black pepper?
This is delicious.
I definitely like spicy bloodies, so
I don't mind them. I mean, I don't want to I don't want it to hurt coming the other way out too. Get it
Speaking of spicy,
all the directions.
So there was this at work. There was this salsa making contest. So I was like, all right, I'll make a salsa for Cinco de Mayo. So I make this salsa, put it out, all this, and then like people are going up, grabbing it, filling up their plate, like getting a little bit on their chips, and I realized like, oh shit, I forgot to put the little sticker that says hot on the thing. And so people were not prepared for how hot
your
it was.
version of hot.
Whoops.
Oh, see, you went that way. We did a chili cook-off, and one of our teachers who's been there for a very long time is a retired chef and likes to go ahead and mix Carolina Reapers in, but just doesn't tell people. Just one Reaper for a nice solid 55-gallon. Doesn't seem like much, but Carolina Reaper really carries it, especially if you leave the seeds in there.
I haven't heard anything that even says the Carolina Reapers are like good. Like everyone's like they just taste like garbage.
If you actually have enough meat with it and enough, it does actually balance it out.
I use habaneros because they're delicious.
Oh, yeah, habaneros are nothing.
Are we recording?
Yeah, my butthole just puckered. I don't know about you guys. I was like, oh,
this is pretty good. Actually, this is good content. I don't know. Just keep this.
Yeah.
I haven't even done the intro yet, so what's new?
Yeah. Well, what's going on, everybody? I'm the puckered butthole, WOOKIE. Talking about spicy food, and my gut already hurts. But we've got the normal cast of misfits. We got the our PhD of Keyforge, Dr. M. Sheep.
Hello.
The Deuce, Ewok Jr.
Hello, Keyforge community. Glad to be here.
And the Drazcore of the Drazcore.
Hey, guys. How's it going?
It's time to rate cards. New set came out, I would say 2 weeks ago, probably in your hands, maybe of a week ago.
Dude, this set's been out for freaking 6 months.
Oh, okay, it was out. It was out at KFC, but it technically releases later this month, boys. So
I was gonna say you had what, like a deck, maybe two, and whatever.
Yep.
Anyways,
not many. So
yeah,
now,
you could.
now the world has opened before us to the sleepiest of
The
dragons.
sleepiest of dragons. We're gonna find out how sleepy Ekwidon is today. And you guys can.
It does release May 29th, just so we're all.
It's. I have such a problem with this because, like, how do you do a pre-release when you have the?
Oh, I forgot about the. Yeah, you can order pre-release kits or something.
Pre-release kits are coming.
The pre-release.
How do you do a pre-release when you have a game found that comes up before the pre-release? Is it a pre-release or is it just? I think they just title it release event.
Did they announce it? Like,
Yeah, that was on May. That was on May.
webpage.
Okay.
Yep.
They announced it after you could no longer order pre-release kits.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
Yes, because they put that up, and I was like, "Oh, I never had our store order them. I'll just order them myself." Oh, I can't order them anymore.
Yeah, that sounds
look at
about
this.
right. Makes sense.
I mean, yeah, I would have liked that it just won solid Draconian Measures, the Ouroboros pin. That would have been real nice for someone who actually cares about pins. With it being rando pins, there isn't much that really is.
Well, they got so many.
I understand they have so many, but again, if you just grab here's the new house, that's Ouroboros. It's coming in for the release. It would be more enticing than just random pins.
And I ain't gonna lie to you, you could more than likely order whatever pin you want. I mean, I get it. It would have been a reason
I understand.
To get
It's
people out
just
to the stores, do an event, make the stores some money. All the things we've been preaching for.
But Draconian Measures, I mean, GameFound pledges have gone ahead and started shipping internationally in US. A number of individuals here have had it. We were able to play a little Keyrarium this week at our locals, and so it's fun. I definitely enjoyed. I enjoyed a new set. I enjoyed playing Draconian Measures. I did not enjoy the deck that I opened.
To check that one out, you'll have to wait for Pete to release things on the Archons Corner YouTube because I think he's doing it.
These may never see the light of day.
They
were a very rough first. I brought some random stuff. We grabbed random stuff from around the store and set up a really rough recording setup just to get something, and so we can start playing with.
It will be refined. Don't worry. We're gonna refine it.
I am 100% fine that this never sees the light of day because I literally got locked out in is that turn 1 or turn 2, and that was the game. So yay on that. Sweet.
PV lock you out?
No, this was all DM. It was all Draconian Measures.
Oh.
And that causes some real issues.
Oh.
Especially if you don't have C. C being important. Something.
Just like most sets. I mean, there are some houses with some good C in this set.
Yeah.
So I think it's a little easier to get C than it is in PV. Depends on your houses. Which honestly is like most sets, but it feels a little more plentiful here. Yeah. Yeah.
Like most sets.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, but let's get into the stickiest of the icky, the sticky icky Ekwidon. I don't know how that came about and why we call them that, but
well, let's actually and real quick, let me just tell you if you're listening right now, how can you follow along at home? So if you go to drazscore.com, that's DRAZSCORE, drazscore.com, and then you click on the top of the page, you just click view all cards, and that will bring you to all the cards. And from there, you can filter by set. So you can filter by Draconian Measures. And then if you want to look through the cards in the order we are, instead of just sorting by name, you should sort by house. And then that will do house and then name. And you can follow along at home. And if you log in, you can there's an option right above all the cards to enable My Score. So My Score is a feature that lets you tell us that we're idiots in how we rate cards, and you can create your own rating for the cards. and you can score the cards, and then that'll also contribute to a community score you can see, so you can see where the community thinks we're idiots. And then when you look at decks in the future, it'll tell you not just the Draz score of that deck, but the my score of the deck. And if you're a Patreon, you can actually get even more out of my score. It'll tell you the my score for all the decks all at once, potentially, if you set it up. So follow along at home. Go to drazscore.com. Go to the view all cards and put your own score in. And maybe in the future we'll do something cool with the community score.
Nice. But make sure you go over to the Draz score. You can follow along with us and enter your own score. I did, guys, just FYI, if you are sorting along with us, I did sort them by card name, so we'll be going in alphabetical order as opposed to rarity order, like we normally do. Just so you can follow along with the Draz score.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody ready?
Do it.
All right.
I'm ready, Wookie.
Authorize requisitions. You get a Pip of Æmber every time you play it. It is an action. Play, a friendly creature captures 2. Draw a card.
Are we not doing the repeat cards? Just
new cards.
Yeah, just the new cards.
As we always do, just new cards.
Some point in the future,
we do at the end to go ahead and talk about it, because
we'll talk about new. We'll talk about the repeats at the end, but for now, just new. Yep. Just the new stuff. What did you guys give authorized?
And you get to capture.
Yeah,
Æmber Pip, draw, and capture.
So it's Æmber control, and efficiency.
Yeah, I don't know. I put in around a 4.
That's what I put it as.
Interesting.
I still had it as the 3 here. I think that it could easily be 3-4. I have no problem with it being 4. You're gaining a lot with the Æmber and the draw, and the capture.
It does do a lot, I feel.
So it's pretty. There's a lot of cards out there that just capture 2, give an Æmber capture 2. What's the original Sanctum card? It's like the clothing reference one.
Rating
no. The action.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Wow,
Something
this is great.
Oath of Poverty?
No, that's a very different card. But
I know.
Pretty cool. It's like, the Sanctum guy pointing at the naked Aquan or so whatever. Redress. Terms of redress. There we go. I knew it was a terms of redress, which is basically the same thing, except you don't draw a card. We had that as a 3.
This is a little better.
It is a little better. I'm like, nowadays is just capturing 2. Is that still a 3? It was a little bit in my head, so I did not bump this beyond
Does
the 3
terms of
personally.
redress have a Æmber Pip?
Yep,
yes,
sure does.
Now, thou shalt wear pants.
Oh,
I think it's still okay. I'm fine with my 4. I'm not going to correct my score.
So both sounds like Ewok and I both have 3s, and
it's a positive 3. It's it's up there, but I don't think it makes it to a 4. I will tell you, I did struggle with this Draz, as I had scored all of the houses earlier this weekend. So I went back and then reevaluated afterwards, because I want to make sure that it's following a specific template overall. But there are some cards where you look at it and you're just like, it's a 3+ or it's a 3-, and there's a substantial range, but I still threw it in as 3.
Yeah. So I'm going to leave the Draz score as a 3 then. But Sheep and Wookie have entered their my scores as
4. 4 users have scored it as a 4.
I have 6 users. I don't know what
there you go.
Says.
I haven't refreshed mine.
Yeah, if you refresh the page, it'll tell you. Yeah.
All right, moving into Blah 4.
Blah 4.
Blah 4.
Yeah. This is an annoying card to search for if you're trying to search for it.
Sure, I can imagine. I don't know why you'd be searching for this card.
What's the upside?
This card
what is that upside down character on top of the A and the or called?
I don't know,
what
because those aren't real.
Smiley face?
They're not real.
No, well, I mean,
2 dots are
those are happy vowels.
Yeah, no other language besides Keyforge language uses that. Like
Well,
you
I
have
don't know if that's
the
true.
oot lot, the 2 dots, right? And then you have like the apostrophe on some
I
of it. I've never
almost guarantee they did not create their own font
Yeah.
for this, so I am sure that exists somewhere else in the world. Even though
well,
we're not
Keyforge doesn't
smart enough.
use like Keyforge does use its own font. Like you can't go download it.
All right. So an upside down U on top
Okay.
of the letter is
I've
generally called an
looked for
inverted brev or an inverted arch. Okay.
I wonder.
Well, there we
yeah,
go. We learned something. Now we get to go home.
Yeah. No,
Well, I guess
Yeah,
it's a
okay.
right side up U. So it's
Okay, well, blah 4
is just
is
that. He is
not
blah.
a 4. he's a
nope.
he's a decent bodied creature, so he's probably going to get to reap. His fight is you potentially can't use this guy to fight because you have all the damaged creatures.
Well, up to. So you could choose 0.
Oh,
But then you do need to exalt the
Yeah.
creatures.
So I actually
read that wrong.
yeah for this
But it's still
here
just a 4/2 generic creature in my book.
it is a 4/2. There is some more versatility here in that you can go ahead and basically heal an off creature in order to exalt a different creature that you're going to kill. So if you know that, let's say I'm attacking a 3-power creature that already has a damage or 2, I can go ahead and choose to heal that if I'm going to then pop it later. So it's now exalted 2. So it does have a little more versatility than because it doesn't say your creature. It's any creature.
But I feel like
I still don't think
these
it's
are
good.
still extraordinarily edge case of scenarios.
Yeah, 2.
I think it's a solid. I think it's a 2, and I think Sheep was right with the solid body. But I will say it's not the after fight is not as bad as you initially see it as.
Yeah, I have it as a 2. But it's there are moments where it's going to be good, but not consistently.
No.
Sealed, this might be an okay card.
Yeah, I think it's sealed.
It's
like there's a lot more damage
on the board.
Mm-hmm.
It's not as focused. Like some of your
that's
damage.
a solid Reaper.
We got lots of cards to score.
We have 20.
No,
yes.
He's trying to.
We got work to do. Let's go.
We're not doing multiple. There's no way we're getting multiple houses.
Burglar.
Well, not in this. Let's go, man.
All right, we got the ass burglar, bypass burglar, 2 power. Getty
This is
Rook and Thief.
Biff the ass burglar.
Yep, he's the ass. Look
Thank
at him.
you
Look
for
at all
all of
those
your
hands.
donations. I'm gonna get
He's
a whole
burgling
jersey off
that
of it.
ass.
Jersey time.
2 power Getty Rook Thief and Trench. When bypass burglar is exhausted, each of its neighbors gains action, steal 1 ember, deal 1 damage to this creature. Why? This is a shadows creature, is it not? But he's got to be exhausted to do it.
It's similar.
This is
Breaker Hill.
Breaker Hill.
Well, this gives the 6 power guy's ability.
Yeah,
There's
so
a
Breaker
6-power
Hill
Ekwidon guy that does action, steal 1, deal 1 damage to himself. It's that guy.
Yeah.
Well, it provides it, but bypass burglar is very similar to Breaker Hill, which was 1 power elusive. Each of Breaker Hill's neighbors gain action, steal 1. Does not deal damage.
Yeah. So Breaker Hill's
He's
technically
elusive.
better than this.
Doesn't have entrench.
He gains a power.
It is, gains a power, which is maybe relevant.
Not relevant. Breaker Hill was a 1. Bypass
Breaker
burglar is a 1.
This is better than Breaker Hill because it's in a different state, but it is still.
He's got to be exhausted to use it.
Yeah. So you're giving up an ember.
But he does have a trench.
You reap and then just go ahead and use it outside a house.
Well, he's entrenched, so he could just stay exhausted.
No, if it's outside of house, you can't reap with him. You have to leave him entrenched.
Yeah.
That is where you have to go ahead and leave them. But if you have, so here, while bypass is exhausted, each of its neighbors gains. So if it's in house, you can reap, and then it still gains that effect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could argue and sealed is a little better, but
the more I'm like 0.
I don't think it's a 0, but it's not good.
He ain't making it.
Yeah, okay. Can we talk about another card then?
You mean Chromatic Guardian?
now.
4 power, 1 armor,
so
Getty Rukin
what did
soldier.
you guys actually have? I had it as a solid 1. I think that the community rating this as a 2 or almost 2-4 going higher. Like, I do not see that. I really don't.
I mean, Drazcore is decent enough not to expose what users rated it to us, so we cannot make fun of people directly.
No, I'm putting it.
That will be a Patreon exclusive episode.
No, we're not going to do that.
People for their scoring.
But this is utilizing Gemcoat Vendor, which you were talking about earlier. Action, steal 1, deal 1 to Gemcoat Vendor. So that is a combination of abilities that are being put together for Bypass Burglar. I just don't think it's good. It's too weak at a 2 power entrenched that if it's out of houses, you really don't get any use out of it. This is a real bad card.
All right. Sweet. Chromatic Guardian, 4 power, 1 armor, Getty Rukin soldier. Oh, okay. I read this card wrong the first time I read it, and I was like, can somebody explain this to me? But now I understand. If you are overwhelmed, destroy an enemy, or after fight, after reap. If you're overwhelmed, destroy an enemy creature. Otherwise, destroy an enemy artifact.
Yep.
And those are decent abilities. Now, it is not on play, so this guy would be...
So he's
gotta be pretty darn good if it was on play, but it has to live around. Now it's got a little armor, so
he's got some power and some armor, so he is survivable. If you fight, then it's harder to destroy an enemy with it, but maybe you want to fight, so you can destroy an artifact. But having a little R is good. So yeah, I was putting it at a 3.
This is common, so you're going to see multiples of them, just like Bypass Burglar. So on the bypass. This I would prefer to see over it. I think it's a decent 3. I had 2 of them in my deck yesterday, and the problem that I have is it isn't a choice. If you're overwhelmed, destroy an enemy creature. So if I'm overwhelmed, I have no way to deal with an artifact. And if I'm not overwhelmed, then otherwise destroy an enemy artifact. So I needed an off area. That was
maybe you want to stay overwhelmed.
Correct. Yeah. And that was frustrating just in the game that I had because there was an artifact that was absolutely soul crushing. So great to see, but that was just my individual game. So 2 of them didn't really help me, but I think 4-1, it has a presence on the board. You can reap. It can do some things if you're overwhelmed, here's destroying an enemy creature. But it also makes this easier to go down. So 3 is solid. I'm fine with it.
That's a little higher. Yep. I think it's a 4.
You think 4?
When you're behind, it kills more creatures. So that's good. Yeah. And when you're ahead, it now can do something else.
I can see that.
It is an after reap ability, so it's not like you have to fight to then get the ability. Yep. Right? So you could reap and get one of these abilities. It's going to be a solid reap every time. I like it.
Where you at, Wookie?
I had it at a 3.
3. Okay. So Sheep's a 4. Everybody's a 3.
3 is my vanilla score, and this feels pretty vanilla.
I can see 4 here, but I'll keep 3 here, and that way it's a easy call. Dexter agrees. It's a 3. There you go.
All right, Conrad Fisk.
Physique. Conrad Physique. This is the most flavorful card in terms of name to ability. I enjoy. Go ahead.
It's a 2 power Getty Rukin enhanced. You get an Æmber Pip and 2 +1 power counters.
Wow. Stupid power counters.
Play, you may move each +1 power counter from a creature to another creature.
Yeah, that ability is not good.
Oh.
I mean, it's got an enhanced Æmber, so that makes it not terrible, I guess. But I don't really value the 2 +1 power counters at much of anything.
Well, I will counter that. This is one of those cards where it has an Æmber enhanced pip and 2 +1 power, and that's the only saving grace of why it made it to a 1 for me. Otherwise, this is a dead 0. If it doesn't have that Æmber, I think it literally is a 0.
I always forget we can do zeros.
Yeah.
I always forget we can do zeros. Yeah.
That's also a common here, so enjoy
0.
that one.
Saro.
I think
I
one's
think-
fine.
I think it gets ruled out from the 0 because of the Æmber pip. Like your enhancements right there, like bad,
It's also
but,
just fun to say that you're playing Conrad Physique. I don't know why. It's just fun.
Sure.
Interesting. All right. So 1 or a 0? Just sticking with 1?
We went
1.
1 1 0.
Sweet. Dapper Chapeau. This creature gains action. Deal 4 damage to a creature. If that damage destroys that creature, return Dapper Chapeau to its owner's hand. Otherwise, attach Dapper Chapeau to that creature.
Effect depends on type of hat. I'm pretty sure that is the phrase I said out loud as I was talking with Luke and Marcus at KFC. As like we were just like talking and be like, "Yo, wouldn't it be funny if there was a card that acted like Odd Job's hat?" And it, we sort of designed this on the fly, just like chatting. And here it is, which is hilarious.
So it had nothing to do with the sweet cowboy hats that we wore.
That may have been how the conversation started.
Maybe.
And then we started talking about Odd Job's hat, and then
Is this why you
throwing
rated
in
it a 3?
creatures.
I don't think you're thinking about when you have like 4 active creatures. If you got 4 readied creatures and icky, you put it on the first one, use action, you kill an opponent's creature. It comes back to your hand. You play it on your next ready creature. You gain your
and
Æmber.
action, and
you
then I play it
action,
again.
destroy
Right,
a
so
creature. So
I do get 4 creature kills plus 4 Ember.
which
Yeah, in Christmas Land, this is awesome.
Right.
Yeah.
So this is my
But
worry.
I believe
went
in
back and
reality, you get to maybe use this once, play it on another creature, and then it does not pop off again.
So I
and
struggled
then your
with-
opponent has it.
Right.
Well, I struggled with this because I went back and forth. I see what the scores listed. I went higher because of Christmas Land, but I keep coming back to it. I do think that I think as just an upgrade itself,
What's
You
the
know what?
it's not
crappy?
great.
There's a crappy upgrade that is better than this. Bone Crusher. This creature gains action, destroy a creature. That card sucks.
Yeah, but
card's
that's
2.
And this is worse.
no. The problem,
Except
the problem
that you
is-
can sometimes get more Ember out of it.
yeah, and that's the thing.
Which is
Instead
not good. It's not significantly better. Like, because this just guarantees destruction. This, if it's a 5-power creature you got to deal with, this card does nothing. This card gives them the ability
it's
to
just
come
a number
back
at
and
that point.
action you.
Don't forget, we're in a set with +1 power counters, so that deal 4 isn't as cool as it used to be.
Yeah.
I hear I hear what you're saying, but I think that this is better than Bone Crusher because of the Æmber pip and the ability to bounce.
Bone Crusher has
No
an Æmber pip.
way. Bone Crusher just says kill it, dead. Doesn't matter.
Yes,
a
but that's
million power. Adios.
But that's one time, and the chance to be able to go ahead, especially with some of
But
the boards.
live
out
in
there-
reality.
This
This
is
is
back
probably
to-
going to be one time as well.
Yeah. You're talking about, for that to be a reality, you already have to have multiple ready creatures in Ekwidon on the board. And this is something we've talked about, is those kinds of cards
It's
like,
a win. It's a win more situation.
well, or yeah, cards like Barn Raising, they suck because you have to have stuff sitting on the board to make that card good. And that's just not a reality
In Keyforge.
you can actually count on.
Yeah. Not an Archon.
So after
Yeah, this
all
might be
of
better in sealed than
that,
Archon. Yeah.
I think this is a 1.
That's
I think
where
it's worse than Bone
I
Crusher.
put it. I
One.
put it as a 1 as well. I bumped it to a
Wow.
2 after Sheep said things. I'm like, no, let's live in reality. This
there
goes
are-
off like a time.
I mean, I could go down to a 2. There are times when this is going to be great, but I get that is Christmas Land a bit.
This card is funner. It has a
I
funner
way
world,
funner.
but that doesn't mean it's a good card.
can agree with this. I have downgraded my 3 to a 2, and I stand by that.
All right.
I don't. This is not a 1. This is not.
We're going to update.
This is not
I
the same as
will-
Conrad Physique or
Conrad
Bypass Burglar. This no.
Yeah, Conrad Physique, you almost never have to discard, where Dapper, you might just be discarding because you don't want to put it on one of their creatures.
No, well, I suppose. But
I guess it doesn't really hurt, because the worst they do is kill your creature and then give it back to your hand.
Yeah.
But that's also potentially garbage, because then it's a chain when you don't want it. Don't like this card. I want 0 of these.
Yes.
I want -4 Dappers. And then the art
uncommon.
isn't even a Dapper hat. It's a stupid looking thing.
Not even a Job's hat.
The fact depends on the type of your hat. That's a great hat.
Oh man, I'm gonna make that hat and wear it to KFC.
Yep.
Done.
We all should. Oh man, you know how awesome that would be? We could stand with that pose.
A much better card called Drastic Measures.
Only if we all get in a line and throw all our hats at Luke.
Yep.
I'm game. I'm in.
See if 4 damage destroys him or not.
Otherwise, you got to give him your hat, which I guess you did since you threw it at him.
Then he gets to wear it.
Then he gets to throw his hat back at you.
Yeah, if you die by 4 damage. Yeah.
All right. So Drastic Measures is an action. Purge up to 2 cards from your hand. For each card purged this way, gain 1.
This card is really I'm really liking this card in theory.
Yeah. I might underscore
4.
this.
I get a little bit of the efficiency and some Æmber. I put it at a 4.
Permanent efficiency too.
Permanent efficiency. Yeah. Permanent. You got that dumb ship in your hand? Not anymore.
It's also an up to, which means if you actually have really good cards, you don't have to get rid of them.
Right.
But I just don't see where you don't
Let's
just
be
turn
honest.
2 bad creatures into Æmber.
You want that Æmber. Yeah.
Yeah, I do think this is a 4. I'm going to upgrade the draft score to a 4.
Right.
You know what is very annoying on draft score is I went through and scored all the cards, and then you did an update, and none of my scores saved.
Really?
How do you save your score?
What?
You just change it.
Does it automatically?
But I must have already been logged out, and when it...
if you log, especially if I bounce the server because I'm making updates for you. Yeah, you're definitely... Yeah.
So all of my changes are gone. Fantastic.
Oh, that sucks, dude. All right. Well, I was making the change for you. You requested it.
Yeah. It's fine.
Oh.
All right.
I still have it
now as you go.
Instead of 3. I'm good with it.
Although that I am changing. So
I'm kind of doing mine on the fly here a little bit, but swap.
I stand with it.
Another action, Pip of Æmber. Every time you play it, give control of 2 friendly creatures to your opponent, 1 at a time. If you do, take control of 2 enemy creatures, 1 at a time.
This is so good.
I watched this get played a few times, and it was not... There was a lot of situations where they didn't have 2 creatures when they wanted to play this card. So then it's just give one creature to your opponent and you take it back. Nothing. No. You have to give 2 to be able to get anything back.
Sure.
It is still a very cool card.
You do have to give 2. Even if you give 1, you just get nothing.
It just says 1 at a time. Yes.
I mean, give Conrad Physique and Bypass Burglar to your opponent and take
2 of their cool entrenched dragons and leave them exhausted. Yeah. There are places where this card is great. I just don't agree with your score of it.
There's a lot of capture in this set.
What are you thinking?
Yeah, this is really good.
No, it is really good. I just don't know if it's a 6. I mean, I guess I could live with a 5.
I put it as a 5.
It is.
My score is a 5. I think
you got 5. What do you got, Wookie?
4.
4?
There is a lot of capture in the set. So
there is a lot of capture in the set. I can understand that. But it's like you said, I have to give 2 to get anything to get. I mean, I guess I'm giving it either way, so it really doesn't matter.
But here's the other thing that you do have to remember, and we talked about this card before, is if you have 2 good creatures, you can still play this for the Æmber, give them your 2 good creatures, and go, I'll just take my 2 good creatures back because your 2 creatures are junk.
Because you've already given that. Okay, never mind. I can get behind it now. I don't know if I can give it a 6, but I can give it a 5.
The 5 is fine. There is
If you guys
capture,
are all 5, then by rule, I'm going to change it to a 5, but I'm going to update my score to a 6.
That's
So
fine.
you can look for this stupid card and you're fine. I will tell you that true story, no C and +1 powder counters don't do much. And also, capture pips. Yeah, that's not the way to win at Keyforge. So, nope.
It is when you can do things like this and give all your amber to your opponent.
It's a rare. It's a rare there. And yes, I did not have.
It is a
set-
rare.
Well, we know
I
there are
didn't-
other cards coming up that swap. Like, that's
Reading it in
That's
the
a
way
real
I was
strategy in the
reading it,
set.
I did not read it as kind of a pseudo exile. So
you know what card? All right, hold on. What's the card exchange program? Exchange program reads: you get an Ember, play, choose a friendly flank creature and an enemy flank creature. If you do, swap control of those creatures. That's a 5.
which is why it's a 5.
This is just better than that by a good amount.
It doesn't make it into that 6. Again, there's a range there. I think that probably needs to be pushed closer to a 4 in my score. I'm still fine with it being a 5, but I do not see it as a 6.
I think stealing
And that's why I listed
creature. I think there is some general undervaluing of stealing creatures recently. Still super strong, but I don't know. I'm with them. This card's a 5 to me. It maybe is a 6, but I don't know.
Yeah.
It isn't perfectly reliable because of the one creature or no creature life that you could get stuck living.
Yeah, I mean, there's plenty
That-
of
that
good cards
just
that
frustrates
sometimes
me.
don't do anything, but there's plenty good moments though.
But okay,
all right.
we can go on.
Ekwidon Yash, 3 power human merchant. After Reap, capture 2. You may discard a card. If you do, move 1 Ember from Ekwidon Yash to your pool.
This already existed as a Mars card.
Yeah. And what was that?
Now
Wait, did
with
it?
discard a card. move
Yandelinks.
Ember.
Yandelinks.
I don't think you had
Yandelinks.
to
You discard a card. If you do, your opponent loses 1. Functionally the
Yeah.
same thing as this. It's actually, this has 1 more capture. Doesn't have the scrap of Yandelinks.
Yeah,
It
and
has-
the scrap on Yandelinks is really good.
Wow.
But,
Somebody my scored Yandelinks as a 1. What kind of clown did that?
Man,
We know.
If
but
only
we
there
don't
was some way we could know.
know. But here, okay. So
it is actually annoying for me to figure it out right now the way I have it, because then everybody is just a code in the database, so I have to go cross-reference what freaking
We're not asking you to do all that.
Maybe they're in the background working on crapdaptive scoring,
Yeah, maybe.
doing 1-0.
So I will tell you, at an uncommon slot, this pulled weight yesterday for my icky. It is
It's
slow.
a good reap effect.
It is a very good reap effect, because what you're doing is your Amber Control capture 2, discarding a card, which most of the time, why would
Great
you not?
efficiency. Yeah.
And then it's really reap for 2, because you're getting rid of 1 of that so that you're taking it right away.
Oh, it's move 1 to your pool. Oh,
Yes.
Nah,
And
I
so
was reading common pool, so that's even stronger. It's steal.
it is
Capture 1,
steal.
discard steal.
It
1.
is steel. It is still 3
So that is
power.
That is a.
It is 3
Yeah,
power.
but that's
Whoa.
good.
That's
Nice.
some witch level bullshit. Because like I kill Yandelinks is like they're going out of style. Because that is just too much efficiency. You can stay in house, and you're generating lots of value. Yeah, this thing is at least a 3, if not a 4. It's in that 3+ range to me.
I'm at 3 at the moment, but I could see the argument. I don't think I've really played with this dude yet.
I think it might be that there isn't enough other cards maybe that we want in this house to want to stay there, but I don't know.
Decent number of Ekwidon. I have been enjoying Ekwidon.
Oh, because
Okay,
you want
so
all those
there's-
sappers, right?
And there, right. There is ready in house.
Man, I just
So,
I want to like this card, but again, I just think it's like, I mean,
Well, Wookie, you live in this world of if it isn't Trunks Creed, you don't bother playing it anymore. It's like if it doesn't win in one play, these cards are too weak.
I'm gonna play it, but like it's in that Goldilocks zone of 3 power, so it's killable, very killable. But like you said, it is witch status, right? I do possibly need to kill this because that is a lot that is Ember control and functionally a steal.
Actually, that is an interesting thing. Is it's not actually a steal, so anti-steal effects don't work.
Right, but functionally it's a steal, and it gives me some efficiency on top of that to be able to get rid of some junk in my hand that I'm not really interested in at the current time.
So I had this initially at a 3. After playing it, I had bumped it to a 4 yesterday. I did go back and actually update that before our cast, just because you just see the capture 2, but you're gaining a lot out of this. It is slow at the 3 power, needing
you're gaining a lot out of it. It is slow, and it is it does need to die if I see it.
But there's not a ton of targeted I know you keep looking at the.
What do you mean? I can just throw my hat at it.
You can throw your hat at it, but look but look, I mean, we talk about that, but looking at the targeted removal in Draconian Measures, I don't.
Yeah, but we're scoring in the greater world,
right? This is everything. There's so much deal 3 damage, kill this creature.
I still think it's a 3 power strong reap effect. If you want to make it a 3 or a 4, it's not critical either way.
I'm cool with a 3. I don't know if I can be pushed to a 4.
I haven't pushed it to a 4 either, but I have also not played with Ekwidon.
I had it at a 2. After all the talk, I've come up to a 3. I see this guy just being in my discard pile.
I put it in my score. We're good.
Okay, sounds like it's a 3 right now. With further play, meaning if I play this card, I might go higher.
All right.
Okay.
It is the Fiat transcoder. If you needed a transcode.
Oh, it is Fiat. I read flat.
For a while there, I kept reading flat too, but I'm like, it can transcode my car.
I do feel like missing the fix it again, Tony, as the flavor text is missing here.
Yeah, maybe we shouldn't touch it. That's a good rule of life. Maybe you shouldn't touch it. But it is an artifact.
Wookie does not abide.
Don't touch the Fiat.
Wookie, lick this stone and give it a GIA.
I will. It is an artifact. Action, lose 1 Ember. If you do, take control of an enemy creature.
Taking control of enemy creature is pretty good. And
losing 1 Amber is not terrible for the potential gain.
I feel like this was a card in Shadows before that I was scolded was a bad card. But that was kill it. There was a mass mutation card. I think it was mass mutation. Where it was lose 1 Ember, destroy enemy creature.
Whisper?
No, it was an action card.
Yeah, Whispers, pay an Ember, blow up an enemy creature.
Paying an Ember to destroy a creature is not typically as good as paying Ember to gain control of a lot of creatures.
Yeah.
I mean, you share any houses.
I mean, it's
strong.
I agree. It's better. I don't know if
I think taking control of cards with all the status effect creatures that exist in this world now, these cards are really, really good.
I mean, this steals Brio.
And in a lot of ways, you got to think about as long as it doesn't have a pile of Amber on it, taking control of an enemy creature is almost, if not as good as destroying it.
Yeah, the only downside, I guess, is it for the new overwhelmed effect, I guess.
Sure.
But that, I don't know if that's a big deal.
I don't know. Whether this is a 4 or a 5.
It's a 4.
A 5 because you can use it many times, but it's a 4 because it's a stinking artifact and it's slow. Yeah, so it's often slow. You might not even use it.
And you have to go back to Ekwidon to do it.
Well, yeah. That's the slow.
Which I think this is a house you want to go back to. There's some
I don't know.
there's some decent creatures to play around with.
I don't. Yeah, there's also a lot of decent trash. Okay. Yeah, you guys are saying 4. I gave it a 3.
I gave it a 5.
I know you did.
I was gonna leave it as a 5.
No way. My
So
score.
5. What do you got? Where are you at, Ewok?
Oh, 4. 100%. There's no
4.
Yeah.
Wookie?
I love the take control, but
I gave it a 3.
3.
Yeah. Artifacts.
Make me
You know I
change this to
hate
a 4.
artifacts. Artifacts slow. Artifacts no care ever. Right? I'd rate it lower if it didn't have a good ability.
When we start crushing your face with our good artifacts, you can cry.
Yeah, I will. Probably not, since it's a rare and we won't see it very often.
This is true.
Or it just ends up being a stinker because you don't ever want to go back to Ekwidon because you're stuck with a lane of the charms.
This is actually maybe not as good as the look at an opponent's card at random and pay them 1 to play it.
Oh no, this is way better than that.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know if it is.
A random card in their hand, which might not even be a creature. Like,
Well, but you have the choice of not playing it too.
sure, you have the choice of not using this.
I don't know, 4 or 5, whatever. I don't care. But it's in that range.
This is why I love my score. I get to see
All right.
what cards I really want to look for.
Yeah, all right. I'm gonna move it to a 4 based on the group here. So,
All
there it
right.
goes. Now it's a 4.
I'm going to read this card, and I need somebody to hold my hand while they explain.
No.
This has to be the most convoluted card we've ever printed.
No.
Maybe not. I know there's a couple other convoluted ones that like nobody plays.
They're all on
There's-
Ekwidon though. But
There's
yeah.
far too much text on this card for me to even care. But it's a key cheat, so I do. So, forged currency. Play. Move each +1 power counter and each Æmber from friendly creatures to the common supply. Forge a key at +6 current cost, reduced by 1 Æmber for the total number of +1 power counters, and Æmber moved to the common supply this way. Okay. I read it slower, now I understand it better. All right. Cool.
To a minimum of 6.
To a minimum of, Luke, stop that. I don't think this is good enough. I don't know if this is good enough to be to a minimum of 6.
Wow.
If it
free
didn't
keys.
say,
Okay, just skip reading the key cheat part. Remove all Æmber from friendly creatures to the common supply.
So it is.
Just read it for that effect.
Yep, and that's good.
Right? That is a card that we desire in other sets. There is definitely capture in this set. Just that part alone, ignoring the fact that you
your
can
opponent's
key cheat.
too.
Sorry?
Yeah, it hits
opponent's
both sides.
too.
Yep, it hits both
Move
sides.
each Æmber and each Æmber from friendly creatures.
Oh, it is only friendly. Oh, you're right. Wow.
Yeah, this
I even
only
noticed that.
dumps the captured Æmber you have. This
Yeah.
card right there
Oh.
is really good card.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That might be a
This
6
is
now.
benevolent charity.
Yeah.
Plus, you might forge a key.
This might be a 6.
Of the 5, I think the 5 is right.
Now, benevolent charity is a 4.
No Æmber pip. You're right.
Yeah, but this might key cheat.
And minimum of 6. Ooh, maybe 4.
You don't need
Maybe 5. I'm gonna go with 5.
I have 5 right now. Yeah.
5 and 5.
Okay. Any argument to go up or down?
No.
Perfect. Game change. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm on the draft score, and I just like game changer, even though he's perfectly blah.
He's a reprint.
Golden Dagger. 3 power Getty Rook and Merchant. After Reap, you can deal 3 damage to a creature. If this damage destroys that creature, its owners gain 1. So, am I willing to give you an Æmber to kill a 3 power creature?
I've just been killing my own Conrad physiques and bypass burglars. I'm like, all right, well, I got something out of them.
Die.
What card are we at right now? Sorry,
we are
Golden Dagger.
on the Golden
Golden
Dagger.
Dagger. I think that there is a card that we're going to see as a common slot that will deal with some being overwhelmed that this does okay with to gain that Amber. As a common card, it gives you a little bit of C. I actually found that I was reaping to deal 3 damage to creatures that weren't necessarily dying. That was also helpful for my opponent because I did look at it as like, I don't want to give them an Amber, mostly because I didn't have Amber control either. But I think it's okay. I think it's just.
Are you guys looking at the crazy even swap combo? Right? Because this is its owner. So you give them control of your creatures, and then you Golden Dagger your creatures you just gave them, and you get the Amber.
Mm.
That's
Wow, you're right. It's not controller. It's owner.
yeah.
Wow.
I don't think that means a very big difference. And
No.
I guess but the fact that the creature that I don't love this card.
Something tells me that's going to be eroded. No, it
No,
won't.
no.
Who am I kidding? It's
No,
eroded
no,
Trekk's
eroded.
Creed. This will keep this.
Yeah.
I don't.
This is also not a May effect.
Yes.
So,
yes.
like, he reaps,
Yeah.
he kills himself sometimes.
Yep.
and you get nothing. That's
Right.
he's dead.
Yep. His period.
He's
Kill 3
dead.
extra
So
creatures.
then the rest of it just fizzles.
He just yeah.
Yeah, cool.
There are so many creatures in this set. I know we're looking
I might have overrated this creature. I have it as a 3 right now, but
I
that
just
might
dropped
be
it to a 2.
I
A
gave it a 2.
2. Ewok.
I had it at 3 after playing. I'm fine with a 2. I think it's poo.
It's
All right, I'm gonna change it to a 2.
All right. Hot Bunk. Pip of Ember, every time you play it, it's an action. Play it, exhaust a creature. If you do, ready a creature.
And an Amber Pip.
Yeah, I did say Pip of Ember every time you play it.
At common.
I like
There
this card.
are so many, even in this house, decent reap and use
Yeah.
effects. And this
Yeah.
is exhausting one of their creatures. Or
Uh-huh.
even at worse, you exhaust one of your off-house creatures.
Mhm.
It isn't if you do. So it is not a turn 1, turn 2 play necessarily, because if they don't play a creature, there's nothing to exhaust. Because this is, you actually have to exhaust it. If the creature didn't tip over, you didn't
Yep.
exhaust the creature and you don't ready a creature. But this is still very, very strong.
Yeah.
I was considering to bump this up to a 5.
I have
don't
it
know
as
if
a
it's-
5. Oh, yes.
But I might
I got it as a 4.
it's
Ready and
really
use is
good.
where it's at right now in this game.
It is.
Yeah.
And this is a good one.
Yep.
There are a lot
If it's an empty
of-
board, you can't do it. And if you don't have an Ekwidon creature, it doesn't matter. I suppose there's scenarios where you want to ready a entrenched opponent's creature. Like that'll happen once.
Yeah, that's adorable.
But this is good. I'm actually thinking about moving my rating up to a 5.
No.
I'm going to leave it
Dexter
at a 4.
agrees. Dexter says a 5.
Yeah.
No.
I'm
4.
going to leave it at a 4. My score will be a 4.
Ewok doesn't like anything anymore.
You're a
Wookiee
5.
doesn't
Sheep.
like anything anymore. Yeah.
I like things.
All right,
I'm
well,
sorry that we disagree with you, and so as a result, we're wrong all the time. But
Yes,
that's
why
why
disagreed with me works.
that's
This
why
isn't
we can
new.
that's
Yeah,
why
this
we
is-
can
I mean-
use my score to put this at a 4
Yep.
for me, and a 5 or 6 or whatever you want.
That's
But
right.
this
It's
is
great
not a
feature.
6.
But I break the tie, so I'm going to a 5.
Okay.
I'm upgrading
Well,
it now.
My score will be a 4. Crisper Ruld. 4 power, 1 armor human. After fight, take control of an enemy artifact. I agree with Dexter. What is this art?
Is that Lisan El Gaib and then the little baby? That little baby.
The Bebe Sandworm.
Yeah, the baby sandworm that's got to drink the lifeblood of like a weird space vampire.
Bebe Shai Halud.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know. Like, he's What? I don't even. He's got. What is this thing that's not in his hand?
That's that
is it a
Garuki arm thing that they have?
You know, it's
There's
just an
that other.
extension
There's that
of
other race or whatever where they have something goofy on their left arms or
Yeah,
some
little-
such crap.
It's like a little grabber hand.
This is his right arm, but sure.
yeah, it is.
Is super weird.
Oh, maybe it is this guy. It's just a Ekwidon thing.
Yeah, I got no idea what's going on. I mean, the art definitely.
I like how he's got his little play. You know, he's making sandcastles. He's got a little scoop in his bucket.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. This is this like somebody's art card, and they're like they described this wild scene.
I really want to be building a sandcastle.
Yeah, I really want to be a sandcastle, but I want it to be
with
like
my baby
dude,
sandworm.
yeah, baby, childhood, and yeah.
What does that have to do with taking control of enemy artifacts?
Like,
don't
is that
know.
a slide in the background? Like right behind him? Is that a slide?
Yes, yeah, he's that. Oh, he's in
That's
the
a swing
sand
set.
thing of a playground.
Oh, yeah, that's a playground.
'Cause that's
Yeah,
a swing set.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
I think
okay.
That's
it's like
it's a sand
it's like the fun version of We
Yeah,
Are
that's
All
like-
Harkonnens now.
That's like a cat turd that's come to life or something. I don't know.
Yeah, no, and then it's infested with crabs. So
Okay, well, this
Yeah,
is a
it
2.
is.
take your penicillin. This
So
is
you
a
think?
2.
I mean, take control of an enemy artifact
This
is
is
a
a
good
2.
effect.
This is a 2.
Okay.
Yeah,
It
only
is
if
a
you're
4 power,
only if you share
1 armor.
houses.
No, but taking it away from your opponent, even if it's an
Yeah,
action,
it-
it's good.
I guess. I mean, it is one tiny iota better than Rustnauer. Like, it is better than Rustnauer, but
Better than Rustnauer.
not in a hugely meaningful way to me.
I think they're equivalent.
Rustnar is a 2,
That's what I said.
so somebody
I don't
gave it
think
a
this is
1. Somebody
I
doesn't
don't-
like it.
I don't think this is a point better than Rustnauer,
Yeah.
although it is better.
4-1, take control.
It is
This
one
just
baby
like-
sandworm better than Rustnar. All right. Anyways,
So what do we give it? Where are you at, Ewok?
dose.
I had a 3. I think that
You got 3. I got a 3.
Yeah.
The other guy's got 2, so we're
I give
leaving
it the
a 3.
deuce.
All right.
I think the body by itself is where we had positioned.
It's on
This-
borderline there. I think.
Yeah.
I definitely have other 4-1s in this set as 2s. So
Yeah.
Well, but again, if you look at previous sets, this is where it gets interesting. Some of the cards need to be adjusted,
Yeah.
but right here, it's on that border of 2-3. I still have it as a 3 for artifact control.
It can live in the 3 land, but it plays in the 2 world. Anyways, not attacks.
not a tax.
Not attacks. Pip of Ember, every time you play it, it's an action play. Your opponent discards a random card from their hand. For each bonus icon on the discarded card, they lose 1. We have this card already. It's just in a new house.
Did we?
Yes.
Yeah, this not
Well, there's
mine.
the steel one instead of.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
so
they
this
just
is
lose
this
one.
is this is like a step between
Mindfire.
Mindfire and the one you're talking about.
Yeah, so this is a worse Mindfire. Oh, I guess it gives you...
Well, but Mindfire doesn't have a pip
Oh
on
no,
it.
what's
So-
the one I'm talking about? There's Mindfire,
Mindfire's-
and then there's the Coda one where it was just discard a card.
Mind Barb.
Oh, Mind Barb.
Mind Barb's a 2.
Yeah, Mind Barb is a 2.
I think Mindfire's a 2 as well.
Mindfire, this is the
Mindfire's a 2. Yeah.
Yeah, this is
I think
also...
this card is the
That's
same.
where that's where this one
2.
lives.
Yeah. All right. I'll agree with that.
Is there a pip on Mind?
Mindfire does not have a pip, neither does Mind Barb, but
Mind Barb does.
have a pip.
Mind Barb does have a pip, you're right.
I think it's still probably. I had it as a 3, but I can hear it's an upper 2 because you're gaining discard a card.
Can I
Amber
create
pip
another
on
account
it.
to vote again to make this a 2.5 so we're all happy?
I mean,
No.
No? Okay.
you can do whatever you want, but
I'll donate $1 to the Patreon again.
yeah, well, then you definitely can.
Yeah. It's too, like, it's not reliable Ember control.
Oh,
No, it's definitely not reliable.
like-
it's like
like
that
it's-
random thing.
bonus.
It's just
It's like if
it's
it
mostly
happens,
a
it's a
discard a
bonus.
card.
Right.
Yep, exactly.
Okay.
That's why this isn't. Again, this is a better card than Mind Barb, but not a point better card than Mind Barb.
I can see that. Deuce.
Dose the deuce now and later. Not just a candy anymore. It's now an action. Play. Return a creature to its owner's hand and archive a card. If you are overwhelmed, repeat the preceding effect.
I had 2 of these in my deck yesterday, and at a common slot, I am very happy to see this card.
Yeah.
This is a very strong
Yeah.
card.
So
I opened
traditionally,
a quad one of these. It was good.
Okay, so return a card to a creature to owner's hand. That's fear. That's a 1. Archive a card. That is
Well, fear's
landlord?
opponent. You can return your own creature.
Well, sure.
Right.
later.
So okay,
So
you're
that's better.
right. I did miss that. So it is a little better. And then archive a card is worth like 4.
Yep.
We really like that.
Yep.
And then there's a
Repeat.
potential for this to go twice because you could be returning your own creature
So
to
now
make
I'm
it so you can
overwhelmed.
repeat.
So now
Which
I
is
can do
what-
it again and archive
Because
another
it is
card.
period. It's after you return the first creature you evaluate
Correct.
for
And so-
overwhelm.
So this is where I gained quite a bit of value yesterday, is being able to bounce my own card. You can bounce
Archive a second, then bounce one of theirs.
Correct. And so that is where, if it's close, you have quite a bit of control. You have, if a creature is damaged, you can bounce it. If it is in house and you can use it and it's damaged, okay, now I can replay it. If it has a good play effect, you can replay it. Just even the archive a card to set up for a house that you're bounced into later. This has a lot of versatility.
Yeah, and there is in DM alone, there's actually not a ton of archive hate. A little bit. PKE's out there and a few others, but
Yeah. Ironically, as soon as I went ahead
it was in our play group yesterday. So
yes, because I had 2 of them in hand, so I went ahead and did this sweet little play. I had 1 card in my archive before, and so I went ahead and had 3 from this action because I chose not to go ahead and use to bounce my own creature on the second one. And so I had 3, and the response was PK. And I'm like, he was laughing as he played it. I'm like, yep, I walked into that one. I mean, you're not going to know it, but if you see Geistoid, it's something to be aware of outside of that.
with all the value, I can see a 5.
It's a solid 5.
Do you
I have
remember
5.
when
The lack
old
of
days-
Amber Pip makes me want to say 4, but 5 is fine.
That's pretty good.
You
It is
remember the
pretty
good old
good.
days when repeat the preceding effect didn't have a period and it was a comma? Ugh. So good. This card would be borderline busted if it did that.
Oh yeah, no, that would be where you just
I
gone
archive my hand.
Yeah, it would be a 6 at that point. Yeah. Bounce all my creatures, archive my hand. Now I just bounce your creatures.
I bounce your creatures. Oh, would you look at that?
Yeah.
All
that
right.
would be monkeys.
That would be phenomenal. And in the world of Trenk's Creed, I don't think that's crazy. But anyways, let's go to Donnie Lars. I'm sorry.
That's,
What did we all have as scores?
Oh, I put it as a 5.
Okay.
I thought we were all in agreement on 5. I'm sorry.
5. Okay. Very good though.
I'm sorry. This isn't Donnie. I just looking at this is an O.
Uni.
So this is Uni Lars.
Uni.
Totally thought that was a D for Donnie.
yeah, their font makes it look like a D.
So, but this is Uni Lars, 6 power Getty Rukin politician. After Reap, you may pay your opponent 1 Ember. If you do, your opponent's keys cost +4 during their next turn.
He is a 6 power creature, and you don't have to use the Reap effect, but it could be that stall you need to win the game. So
Yeah.
it's fine. I marked it as a 3, but maybe it is a 4 just because it's a 6 power body with a functional Reap effect when you need it.
Yeah, and yeah.
I had it as a 4. I downgraded it to a 3 because yesterday that's all it could do is stall the game another turn. So when
Well, that's because you had a
desperate-
really bad deck.
I understand, but it is really tainting. Like the idea, okay, I'm giving you 1 more, I extend it, but you're already in problem. It's more a Reap I like that it's a may. You're not forced to pay your opponent 1. But it's a 3. It's a body.
Yeah, I'm on the fence here. I have it as a 4 right now. I'm rereading it. I've not played this card yet.
What is Lash of Broken Dreams?
A low. Like
Lash is probably a 3, maybe? Lash is a 3. Now we haven't gone back and redone scores for a bunch of old cards. So essentially,
this is a Lash of Broken Dreams on a stick, right? So
no, it is not as good as a Lash. Well, except you are reaping, so you are gaining.
I'm gaining 1, but I'm just gonna immediately give it. I'm gonna reap to give this Æmber to you.
Right? You can trade it with Bryo, so you know.
I think it's a 4.
Does kill Bryo. It's a 6. Does kill Bryo.
And it's a rare, so you're not going to get piles of them.
I think a 3 is respectable.
So we're split on 3 and 4.
It kills Bryo. I'll give it a 4.
Okay, all right. Well,
I'll go up my point because it kills Bryo. All right. We've got the Gigantic next for Ekwidon, the Golden Queen. This card's got a lot of text, so you got to play both halves. Obviously, each player refills their hand to an additional 1 card during their draw card step. After fight, after reap, each player discards a random card from their hand. For each, I'm going your non-Ekwidon card discarded this way, gain 1.
Yeah. So one thing I should call out before we say our scores. So the original Draw Better website done by Southerly Elf, he implemented a whole ton of crazy requirements that Z had that were kind of annoying to implement, including the way Z handled Gigantics. So I did not do that. Basically, the way I handle it is there are 2 Golden Queen cards in the deck. Therefore, each card provides whatever score we provide here. So we should consider that as we score this.
Okay, then I drop it to a 1 per card.
Okay. I mean, it also comes with one of the Find It cards, right?
Yeah, but those in Draft Scores version of this, those are scored separately.
Yep.
Okay. Although they are all linked, which means they added a bunch with more.
I know they added some, but aren't they all the same text?
No. Some
of them archive, some go to your hand, some go to top of deck.
Yeah. Some are better than others now.
Yeah. So, anyways, we saw a double of these played yesterday. And I tell you what, if they're not answered, you can stay in house because you get to play your Ekwidon cards, and then you get to get rid of your Ekwidon card and get Æmber and disrupt your opponent. It's actually not terrible.
Yeah. But I had 2.
It's still too easy to deal with.
Remove. Yeah.
True story. 2 top halves do not actually equal the Golden Queen.
No, that became a golden squid because it had 8 or 6 visible.
Yeah, I would love to see a foil version of this card
of the Giants.
Yeah.
I am with Sheep now. I am down to a 1.
And I am never a fan of the cards that give both players hand size increase.
Yeah.
I actually think those are often a discard. I don't like that effect.
Yeah, you can
giving
help your opponent win.
Other people more efficiency is just is rarely good.
But I do get to discard a random card from their hand, putting them back down to their original hand size. Never.
That's only if you're fighting and reaping.
After reaping.
I know.
Yeah.
Which as they have either Unfathomable or Ouroboros, your guy's never going to be ready and is never going to do that.
Yeah.
So I had it as a 2 overall, but since it is 2 cards, it is a 1 for each of the halves.
This is just a card I do not want to open one of these.
All right. Well, then we're downgrading it to a 1. There we go. Saving.
Love it.
All right.
All right. Vast Stoic.
Another impossible to search for card now.
I feel like that's their goal. 4
It's
power.
another card you're never going to search for, so it's fine.
Right.
Well, it's yeah.
4 power, 1 armor, taunt. After fight, move 1 ember from a creature to the common supply. If you do, you get to draw a card.
This is disappointing that it's a fight effect. If this is a reap effect, this would be
Better.
Better.
4. It's the fight effect.
Yeah. It's a taunt.
Yeah, the taunt's
Maybe
there.
because it's a taunt, it can be a 3.
Yeah, that's why I did. Otherwise, it wouldn't be.
There are some decent taunt creatures in this set.
Yeah.
I hate this card. I hate it so much.
You hate it?
A 4/1 taunt with a functional fight effect?
Yeah.
It's not a great fight effect, but it's functional.
Yeah.
And it's common, which means I'm going to see just a...
This is also from a creature to the common supply. Yeah, so it's,
You could have to remove.
one of your Amber if you want it. Oh, no, it's not even a choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's still fine. I think it's fine. I know I went about killing one yesterday because it was annoying.
How do we rate these? What is it? 1 is bad, 2 is still bad, 3 is what?
I will tell you here. If you go to the filter by score, it tells you 0 is trash, 1 is poor, 2 is below average, 3 is average, 4 is good, 5 is very good, a 6 is a chase card.
Yeah, this is average.
I don't know if in sealed I'm fine with this, but I think in Archon I'm just like I don't want these. Like sealed, it's a functional Reaper, but like Archon, I'm just like ugh.
It's a Reaper and Archon too, and it can protect some of your other creatures that have higher value. Like it's
5 power. We have said lives to reap.
Fine, I'll leave it at 3.
All right.
I think this is a good definition of an average card.
Yeah, it is very average, but just
No taunt, it would be below, but taunt makes this
I don't know
a
if
versatile, useful card.
Yeah, I get to do its power every now and again, I suppose. Wasp Cream. Nobody wants to change. Nobody wants to correct me. It's Wasp Scream.
Well, I don't know what you said.
No, it's a Wasp's Cream.
It's
Yeah,
Wasp.
you had it right.
It's Wasp Cream. There's
Sure.
a space in between there. 2 power insect cyborg. Entrenched and poison. At the start of your turn, if the Wasp Cream is exhausted, take control of an enemy creature. A lot of taking control of enemy creatures in this set.
So again, I'm actually having a bit of a hard time deciding where this goes because I know the way I've been playing, especially in DM alone, taking your opponent's creatures has been super strong.
Yep.
I'm not that worried about being overwhelming them. I mean, like it is what it is. Like you're winning, so fine, overwhelm.
Yeah. I agree.
So, but this one, because of the timing window,
Right.
a clever opponent can abuse you. Right? Because if they go, oh, I captured all your Amber and I can make it so I only have 1 creature, you have to take it.
Yep.
Right? Or they have 2 creatures and they put 3 Amber on each because of capture. You have to take one of them. So there is, now it's entrenched, so you kind of have an idea of what's going on. But the fact that your opponent is functionally getting the choice of what options you're going to have in front of you makes this one less attractive to me than the other steel creature cards.
Yeah, I put it as a 3. I think it is something that your opponent has to deal with unless they can abuse it, right? But it's not super hard to deal with at 2 power.
But it is poison, so it will kill whatever's dealing.
I guess.
Unless
if it's being fought, if it's getting fought, it will kill whatever it fights.
I feel like I'm gonna end up using this to fight and kill something because it has poison.
I had 3.
So 3. I actually have a hard time knowing where I want to score this card because I'm afraid of clever opponents.
I just think that there's too many creatures in this set in order to be able to. If yes, you can go ahead and see the one time, but I consider that a Christmas tree land. I don't see you going ahead and putting all the Æmber on one and then getting rid of everything else. You also, if you're close that you only have 1 or 2 creatures out, or they only have 1 or 2 creatures out, you have a choice not to entrench it. So
but in this set, they can exhaust this guy on their turn, and be like, there you go. This card.
It's Christmas tree land. They need to have the exhaust the creature and not play anyone else and the capture. Like, yes,
dude, I understand, but these aren't decisions I'm making. I don't want to provide my opponent with the ability to find a Christmas tree. This just carries too much liability for me.
Find a Christmas tree, yeah. You don't want to take him into the forest.
Yeah, right? I don't even want to put him near it. Like, the fact that it can occur.
The fact that it has the opportunity, yeah.
I just see this creature as having too much opportunity for downside for me to like it. Doesn't mean it's not going to be good, and against other sets and stuff, there will be places where this card is going to be amazing. It's like the stupid Pied Piper. Right?
Well, that I discard. It's way easy to abuse that.
Right. And most of the time it means nothing, and you can almost safely play it because they don't even have more creatures than you, so it's whatever. But there's just that chance. So the fact that it ends up in the discard, this is in a similar boat for me. So I have a hard time saying where it should be. I don't have a feeling for this card at all.
I will say that having it yesterday, again, there were opponents that were worried about it and had to play around it. It fell as witch status, so...
Yeah, I mean, there is that other side, like, if they can't deal with it and you just get to be taking their best creatures, it's also a good card.
Yep.
Yeah.
And this card might actually be stronger in sealed than it is in Arch.
So Pied Viper is a 2. Now, interestingly, I put the my score at 1 for Pied Viper.
Does Pied Piper have enhancements on it?
No.
Oh yeah, that thing's a 1. That might be a 0. That card is trash.
Yeah, it's real bad. All right, what are we doing? We leaving it at 3? We changing it?
Sheep's got me all like I got my anxieties up now.
I know.
Pete's got Pied Diaper written in the chat.
I had it.
Thanks, Pete.
I had it as a 4. With hearing you guys, I downgraded it to a 3. I think that a 3 is appropriate.
I think a 3 is fine. Can you get multiple copies of this garbage?
Probably. It's uncommon.
Oh, wow.
I mean, geez, just think about like 2 of these that they can't answer, and then they can now never. I mean, they have to have creature control to deal with them because they're just like they play a couple of creatures and you take them. They play a couple of creatures and you take them.
No.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, my anxiety is at an all-time high. So now I don't want to play any cards. So I just pass them.
This guy's reoccurability, I guess, could make him super strong, right? He just keeps doing his thing.
There are 4 triple Wasp Scream decks open so far.
All right. So yeah, you're definitely going to get lots of Wasp Cream on you.
Oh, one of them has a Legacy Island of Misfit Toys.
Yeah, I heard about that. Okay, well, that is Ekwidon. I guess we are only getting one house done.
I told you we're only going to get one house done. There's no way we're ever going to do 2 houses.
You guys would do things at my pace. We would be fine. All right, is there anything interesting to talk about? We talked about techno-arachnophobia before cast and how it is now a trash card.
I think it was always a trash card, sir.
I think it was fine in GR where you wanted to get haunted. Now it's garbage. It's like
Æmber, Ambitrage is back in set.
Yeah, I downgraded that to 2 along with Art Project.
Oh yeah, I should do that too. Wasn't paying attention.
Talent Scout
back, still good. If you like cards with a lot of text on them, Barter and Games is back.
And Sheets to the Wind.
I was looking at, speaking of Barter and Games, so when I was first launched the feature yesterday where you could basically generate my scores for all the decks, I was actually watching the logs, which I normally don't do, and somebody was sitting there changing the my score for Barter and Games between 1 and 2, like back and forth. I was like, I feel you, dude. This is the weirdest card. I don't know what to do with this one.
Yeah, that's. I feel like that.
Mid-Year Festivals is also back, so that's 2 cards in this house that clean all Æmber off creatures functionally.
Yeah.
So like,
who is rating the Sapper higher than a 1?
Well, let's go back to mid-year. Mid-year, you put as a 6, Draz, and I still have issues with this.
We did that together. Wait, was that still Z?
I still disagree on that.
That was when Z was around, yeah.
Okay. I
disagree. I think that card is still
pretty good.
Often crazily good.
Oh.
And is it a card that I am searching out for that I want? No.
Well,
it makes it a solid 5.
Winning less games. Because that card is at worst board wipe with an Æmber Pip, and at best clear them off and you don't lose anything.
Yeah.
Like choose 9 creatures that I have to choose. So if I have
I understand, and that's why I said at best it's clearing them and not you. But most likely it's just a full board clear with an Æmber dump.
And if I can't choose 9 creatures, then what?
Now, if they do capture a ton, then you can't play it. But there's plenty of times you can't play a board wipe, but you still really want it in your deck.
Well, and sometimes you just accept all your Ambers going away because when they have a ton of creatures and you can make more Æmber, you need the board wipe. Like, you board wipe into what's his name all the time? The Saurian creature that scraps all Æmber on creatures.
Yeah, I just don't like. I noticed that the board wipes were consistently high, as were the key cheats.
Yeah, because they're both really strong.
Yeah, they're
strong, but I think that they fall more as 5s and 6s. It just was an interesting observation to be able to see. So I think mid-year is fine as where it is, but it falls as a 5. It is not a chase card for me.
Yeah. Reap the Wild Wind is back. I like that.
Yeah, this is a card we disagree on.
I put it as a 4.
I dropped it all the way down to a 3 just because I got off that Draz's 5s.
So good.
It has.
We rated this one together.
It has
and I disagreed with you guys.
Yeah, it has 3 enhanced Æmber on it and a printed Æmber.
Mm-hmm.
That's hard to be able to pass up, but the actual play effect.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
No. What do you guys think of 3 sheets to the wind?
That's stupid.
It's 3 sheets to the garbage pile.
Yeah. What do we?
I mean, well, it's as good.
It's a little disruption to their.
It's as far as I'm concerned, it's as good as the purge a random card from their hand. So what's the card that does that we just had?
Yeah, we just did 2 on that one.
No. Well, that's discard, the purge one, which is Clipped Wings.
Clipped Wings.
It's functionally as good as that half of Clipped Wings, which is good.
It's not.
Clipped Wings is better.
Yeah, Clipped Wings you're going to... Yeah, Clipped Wings you're going to go ahead and impact.
Well, you're allowing them to draw 3 cards.
but they're getting rid of 3 cards, so they're not drawing.
They're
Yeah,
not,
so it is a moot
functionally
push.
you're dropping them to 5.
You're dropping to 5. They're losing 1.
Yeah.
And this and it is, if they're handcrafting, it is disruptive. It is
Yeah.
it is
Yeah.
This
fine,
this
but
is disruption.
It's just
I agree with that.
it's to me it's just the purge part of Clipped Wings. And Clipped Wings is a 5 because it can purge or it can deal with the
Archives.
whole archive
Archive,
problem.
yeah,
so
that's
it's a very good, very, very good card with an Æmber pip too, where this is a lot of words that in a lot of ways is just purge a random card from their hand.
Yeah.
Especially in sealed. But in serious handcrafting, this thing has more disruption value, but not a lot of love for that card.
Yeah.
And again, this is one of those cards,
Many
even
words.
with because it does actually bring 3 cards into their hand and then disperses them, it can reckless, which is make their hand better. It can do that as well.
Yeah. It is, yep.
Oh,
So-
man. The same thing that happened to Sheep just happened to me. My scores
What?
are all gone.
Oh.
It's okay. I'll figure it out.
All right.
I'm afraid to click a refresh button and see all mine go
Yeah,
away
I
again.
just did. Mine all
Don't
went
do it.
away. All
Why?
mine went
What?
away.
It's probably
I
because we got
understand.
logged
It's
out
not.
again.
It's not all of them,
But-
but like a lot of them went away.
Yep,
some
I'm
point it
logged
stopped.
out again.
Yeah, like everything after wasp cream.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, well, I'll.
this is because
re-put mine
Draz
back
is in the back clicking on things.
Yeah,
I
you
really-
know, when Claude's the one doing it, you know.
I did finally successfully complete my visa for
Ooh, Vietnam.
Vietnam. I had to turn on a Vietnam VPN to make it work, but I got it done.
Fair enough. Other than that, no, I don't think there's any new fun news. I mean, Draconian Measures pre-release release event is coming. I think we covered that last week. Kinda, not really. We actually didn't cover that at all, but
We talked
Well,
about it.
Portland's happening this weekend.
yeah, Portland
that's
is
why
this
we're recording
weekend. You're going, right?
Yeah, jumping
You're
on
gonna
a
be
plane
in
tomorrow.
Portland,
Mammon
so
and I,
so
we're
you can
flying
hang-
out there.
Bloody Maria.
Or something.
So, are there any of the side events you want to play in? Obviously, you'll stick to whichever major as long as you can.
Sure.
But
Yeah.
if you're X and 2, right?
Mhm.
When a side event is starting on day 2 or day 1, are you
I mean,
are you interested in sealed adaptive
uh,
or
I'll do it.
Quickforge?
I'll play. I'm a little more interested in Quickforge than Sealed Adaptive.
Are you bringing a deck for Quickforge?
I did grab one.
Okay, well that's something.
Um,
And then if you scrub, are you drafting on
Pack draft.
Sunday?
Yep. Pack
I think I'm going to try it. I'm not bullish that I'm going to love it because it is a constructed format. But I'm going to try it.
I actually think I would like the drafting aspect more than the actually playing with the drafted decks.
But
Like, I don't mind the theorycraft part of draft to some extent. But then the actual excitement of playing with them and then realizing my theorycraft wasn't good enough.
yeah, it just sucks.
What about?
Well, it's not really theory craft when you're hate drafting all the time, Sheep. So
I feel like that's a Wookiee thing. I wouldn't hate draft. I would.
Yeah, I definitely hate draft.
you will both hate draft a bit. I know you well enough.
No,
from
you're a
playing
hate
board
drafter.
You've never
Big
drafted
time.
with
games.
me. You don't know how I draft.
I'm not talking about you. I played enough board games with Sheep. I know what he will draft against.
I will trap you when everybody else is letting you get to the winning point, just like you do to me. Or it's like,
Whenever possible.
somebody's got to do something about him.
Yeah, typically. Yeah.
Yeah, he sits to the left of the girl,
we're weeks away from
doing
St.
whatever
Louis,
she
too.
wants and just throwing all the cards to him.
Yeah,
Oh.
and then we're just weeks away from St. Louis, which we
So
got
here
the
was my-
party house.
here's my question about St. Louis.
Yeah. What's your question?
Do you guys, with Draconian Measures releasing on May 29th,
Yeah.
do you think that we're going to see an update by Friday in the TRG so that
the TRG is it's legal 2 weeks after release date, right? Or 2 weeks after
the TRG is updated.
it's updated.
That's why I'm asking if it's going to be updated on Friday, because if it's updated on Friday, then we are 2 weeks out from St. Louis and Draconian Measures can be played.
No, I don't think it'll be in the TRG. Well, maybe they'd put it in the TRG so it becomes legal for play on the 29th.
Here's a better question. Does it matter?
Well, I think that a new set plays a lot. Like, we know that sealed will be there, but I think a new set actually puts some different pressure points. There are some. I mean, you cannot think so, but
it doesn't. This set is not dethroning even in the slightest the PV.
I haven't seen, so like typically what you'll see from a set is if it's got rush, you might see some people try their rush decks from that, but I haven't seen hard enough, recurring enough rush coming out of DM. Like, it's definitely got some ready and use from hand stuff that is pretty good.
Yep.
But it doesn't have a lot of way to like do that turn after turn after turn. Like, it does it once, right? Which, and then it's after that just trying to use its board to hold the game to close versus GR and the Robnar consistency with Beanstalks and Riots or Mars and its shenanigan bouncing, right? Where it just can push Æmber again and again and again. I have not seen
fast.
that in
PV
this.
is too oppressive.
Even the really good Æmber Sky stuff is just like reoccurring a couple of really good cards with house pips again and again and again. Through archive and replay. Like, that stuff, I haven't seen that existing, but my exposure to DM is low. But the number of house pips is really low in the set, so a lot less of that occurs. Even though it has Geistoids, like, you're getting cards back from your discard is like Mamet, right? Like, it doesn't have anything else that I've seen.
Yeah, I agree on that.
So it doesn't have a ton of power recursion. So, yeah, I think maybe somebody opens a good enough Ekwidon Shadows combo to do it. Or not Ekwidon Shadows, Skyborn Shadows combo to feel like they can play it, because those two can potentially have just absolutely dominating Æmber control. Maybe.
Yeah.
But we've never actually, it's been a long time since you've seen a deal-centric deck get to the top.
Yeah. It's
because they're often losing to decks that have board presence that say, oh, I can just make the Æmber again, and I have some amount of Æmber control in these creatures, so you're not forging anyways, even though you stole a bunch of my Æmber.
Right.
So I'm not sure that that's enough.
Yeah.
My assumption is you are going to see DM be available in Portland. I don't think it's going to matter. So.
No, it's not legal for Portland.
No, it's not legal.
It's not legal for Archon. No.
Oh.
They are playing it for sealed, but it is not legal in Archon.
And that's why the TRG has to be updated by Friday, but I think with the vaults...
Did they put VM26 in the new TRG?
Not a clue.
I gotta go check.
I don't know. So, right, you're asking if you're allowed to just bring your, like, crack look at your sealed decks and pull it through? Yeah.
Legal sets. The following sets are tournament legal for official organized play. Vaultmaster 26.
So that is in there.
But they didn't add.
But Donkey Measures isn't.
They didn't add DM though.
No,
it's not released yet.
It's not released, and that's why I was. Of
course, either is VM26, really. But,
right.
But VM26 is all reprint cards, so it's a little less of a thing, and it's already built in hard to get in a way. or like very limited release, so it's not like.
So you pull a banger seal deck.
GM's already complained about the release of VM26 that, complaining about not being able to play it at a Vault Tour.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, he just complains about it all the time.
So, where there's a potential you go to a Vault Tour and not have had.
I do think that's wild that you pull you just pull something absolutely exquisite in your sealed. And you're like, I want to take this over into Archon. You can't do that.
Not that weekend. Yeah. You'll have to come to St. Louis probably.
Even if what is the cut? Oh yeah, no, because you said cutoff's 2 weeks and it's this weekend.
Yeah.
Isn't there something in the TRG that just says tournament organizers can change this?
No.
Any changes to this document, master rulebook will take.
I mean, that's just implied, but but
any change
because they did make PV illegal at Spain. Right?
Oh yeah, you know what? And I think that was,
but that was maybe run by GG. So,
but I feel like
run by
maybe
a
it does
partner.
give the ability to do it.
So under the tournament legality in the TRG, it says any changes to this document or the Keyforge Master Rulebook will take effect 14 days after the release date of the document, unless otherwise stated by the relevant document. So
they could legitimate just be like, yep, we're gonna make DM legal, and now it's legal.
Mm-hmm. It's interesting with the release date. That's why I'm curious. But do I think it's going to have a major impact? No, but I do think that some people would play it and have some fun, and it will make you think in a different manner.
I think that's incredibly optimistic, which just follows suit for you. So I don't think PV or GR are going to care.
Got it.
I think they're going to be like, oh, that's cute. Anyways, I won. You got anything to stop me?
Yeah. Oh, hey, look, all your creatures did reap because they were exhausted. I didn't need to play creatures, so I still win. Yay.
I'm just going to continue my crazy Mars loop if that's cool.
Okay.
We'll see, but I think that's all good for tonight. Next week will be a little bit of Portland talk, and let's see, we got Geister next week. So, with that being said, we will see you all next week.
Happy forging, everyone.
May the forge be with you.